G'day guys, Mark the Bearded Tech Skiing here, coming to you from Macquarie University in Sydney. And we're about to enter a world where the walls of the studio no longer define what is possible. This isn't green screen, this isn't CGI, this is Sony's full virtual production ecosystem. Let's go inside and check it out and see what they've got to show us. This is the first demonstration in Australia for the full Sony suite.
Full Sony suite here. So from the lens, some incredible camera stuff, which we're going to be demonstrating to you later on, some unbelievable tracking stuff that we've got available, the back end with the software, obviously the screen. So this is like the full complete solution here. You're not piecemealing it together. You're coming to Sony and you're getting the best quality, best in breed, and it's the complete portfolio for you.
Nice. Talk to us about some of the traditional methods of production in the old style and what virtual production actually is and what problems does virtual production solve these days, in today's age?
I wouldn't say old way of shooting. Of course, that shooting method is very well known. It would also be some of the top shooting as well. There's also like Greenback Studio, there's virtual production. But if you need to physically fly out to places to shoot, sometimes it's practically not possible. Right now we're in Sydney, we're at Macquarie University. Behind me is the Los Angeles downtown studio. Then next scene we'll go to like a winter forest. So all these scenes, we can transition very quickly and nobody's moving at all. But then also it's now in a 3D world without now Sony's camera tracking system. So you get the correct parallax and the perspective. So it really looks like you're in that scene. So in the virtual production, you need an LED and a camera. In your 3D space, you need to track the camera. So Sony had the LED, had the camera, had the monitors. One thing that we didn't have was the camera tracking. So now we completely complete the whole ecosystem now. And this is the kind of like a game changer, innovative product. What is this? It has 5 cameras. There's top, right, left, front, and rear. So all of these are always capturing what this position is. So even if I block some certain camera, the other side will still keep tracking. So this is very different that nobody else does. And then all it is this one USB cable to the processor box. And then if you're using a smart lens like this, all the lens information just through one SDI only. So we came in, we mapped this place in maybe 3-4 minutes, and it's done. So you practically bring it in, map it, and start shooting. That's how easy it is.
So super fast. So why is that important though? Why do you need to map the space?
So to map the space, so there's other ways. So you could have multiple sensors outside looking at the camera, or you could have a camera looking to the outside world. The other camera tracking, they would try to understand where the markers are on the ceiling. Us, we just look at this space and take all the characteristic points of whatever the surrounding is. So with that, it would know its position against this physical space right now. And then that position will be transferred to Unreal Engine, and it will tell what is the correct perspective that it should be on the LED wall.
Well, obviously, the Venice 2 with its 8.6K sensor is our flagship system, offering multiple scans. So depending on what you're using it for, different productions, lens selections, recording options, it's providing a myriad of solutions. So depending whether you're big scale, small scale.
And the lens on the end that we're running here, this is quite a large lens.
Very integral for the virtual production. So you'll see some of the demos where we're able to zoom in, and the virtual world will zoom in with it. So that information's all being fed in through the whole system. So obviously the OCELLUS, and then that's being calculated so when we're activating the camera.
So, Junior, you would normally see an LED and normally see a tinge of grey on their screens. This one right behind us is black, like it is the colour of your shirt black, even darker. You've obviously got some cool technology going on here. What are you using? How are you getting that black?
Thank you. So this is our Crystal LED lineup, and this model is called the Verona. So this is specifically developed for virtual production staging usages. And as you correctly mentioned, probably it's the blackest LED out in the market. Well, first of all, it doesn't require that much calibration because the color is already pretty
Perfect.
correct.
Yeah, yeah.
But also we do have like a color calibrator app, which is
Yeah.
part of our the tool set that we provide.
Yeah.
So we could calibrate the wall per whatever camera that you're going to use. So what a Venice would look, those are also available.
Yep.
In virtual production, basically you use a lot of light. Some people use like smoke, fog.
Yep.
And then, as you mentioned, like some of the other LEDs that are more grayish.
Yeah.
When you put light or if you have some atmos going on, it kind of washes out. So
Yeah.
it loses the contrast.
Yes.
So you need to do a lot of work around because of that LED. So, but for this one, you basically, since it's deep black and anti-reflection, the colors are perfect.
Yeah.
So basically, you light per as you want to light, and you
Yes.
start shooting. So that's how it's different from other LEDs.
And yeah, I imagine there's huge amounts of opportunity in even corporate training environments. This is not just film and production. This is full content creation. Could you potentially share some movies or some productions that you know of that are using this complete set?
There's a lot of commercials.
Yeah.
A lot of production that has been used virtual production, but I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that.
So in Australia, we also have a lot of film studios. Obviously, virtual production is something that's not just being used by film companies, but large organisations, for example, global organisations that are creating their own content.
Yeah.
So think Amazons and, Meta and people like that
Yeah.
need to create in-house content. So they would build themselves a full virtual production studio so that they can make their own content. It allows them to be able to be one day in Alaska and the next day they're walking around in the Grand Canyon and nobody's actually left Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
So that's where it's being utilised a lot.
So where does CGI sit in this? Is there any part that it plays anymore?
Virtual production, you could do it on a 2D video plate,
Yeah.
which we are demonstrating today. You could also do in a 3D asset. Typically use Unreal Engine. You shoot it with a virtual camera first.
Yeah.
Then you go on real set with a real LED and a real camera and try to get that image that it might be practically almost impossible to shoot in the real world.
So Jason, you've been in the production land for many, many years. Talk to us about some of the technology and what you've worked on and some of your background.
So I started quite a few years ago. I was a clapper loader on Lord of the Rings and a few of those bigger films in New Zealand, which we'd walk into a film set and huge studios, green screens everywhere, maybe 1,000 little
IR dots.
dots all over the walls and some poor person coming in to have to map all that. About 18 months ago, maybe 2 years ago now, shot in a volume in Melbourne,
Yeah.
which was an interesting experience.
Yeah.
The result was great.
So talk to me about what some of the issues were, say 18 months ago, and what's happening now.
And there was a line on the ground about 3 meters back from the wall, or maybe 7-8 feet. And you couldn't take the camera past there because you can see the LED, which is okay. Okay, we'll just come back a bit.
Yeah.
You couldn't use film lights too close to the wall because they washed out the wall and you lost contrast and colour. So we're having to light from the roof and then cutting light so there's no spill on the wall. And as I'm discovering, certain volumes have certain rules. In this particular situation, we couldn't put atmos or things in the air because we might damage their very precious LED wall,
Yeah.
which is understandable. But it seems like these new Sony crystal LEDs got a coating and you just wipe it away apparently.
Yeah.
So let me at it.
So in theory, you could light a fire in front of it and the ash and things like that.
We've been told we can't burn them down.
Daniel.
Hi Mark,
Hello,
how are
mate.
you?
Good. Mate, so this has been a fantastic day. This whole experience is amazing. But we've talked about a lot of specs, we've talked about a lot of stuff, looked at the technology in the LED, the Unreal Engine, the OCELLUS
Plugins as well.
all the plugins. It's super, super cool. But it's not just about all that, is it? It's about a whole ecosystem.
Exactly. It's about Sony creating a whole virtual production ecosystem. It means that basically we're solving a hell of a lot of problems for the virtual production and filming space. But it also means that if you've got any dramas or need any support, you've only got that one neck to choke.
Yep.
Sony has our support team in-house in Australia as well to support all people who are using this product. It's all best of class, it's all unique Sony product at the same time.
Yeah.
And as you've seen today, from the wall to the OCELLUS, which is an amazing product, to map in 3D space
In
really
minutes,
quickly.
seconds,
in
maybe.
minutes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all really unique product that we're really proud of.
Yeah.
And this is the first time in Australia. So this is the launch of this product in the country.
Yeah.
It's actually going to be available as of December this year, available to purchase.
Sony's pretty committed to this.
100% committed.
Yeah.
We've developed a new division in Japan for R&D and to work in this space as well. So they're putting a lot of effort into developing new and unique products by talking to DPs and directors and getting their feedback as well as to their problems. We're working very closely with them, plus Sony Pictures, Sony Music, all our other divisions as well, to really build best of breed
And you've certainly got that
solution.
experience over time.
Exactly, that's
yeah.
right. It's a mobile set, so we'll be taking this around to different countries and that at the same time as well, just to give other people a showcase of what it is. So hence why it's not as big as you would traditionally have in a space, but I do think it does give you a good snapshot of what we can do.
100%, yeah, and you've done a lot with it today, and there's 2 or 3 different sort of small sets within this set that you've created
exactly.
in images, so
That's right.
there's a whole lot to do. So,
Yeah.
and the fact that you're moving around the world says you can pick it up and you can move it and get the job done.
Yep.
So, mate, just want to say thanks for having us down. Congratulations on what is a great product launch.
Yeah,
and,
thank you, Mark.
And if you need to know more, get in touch with Dan and his team. Reach out to Sony.com and get all the information you need and check it all out. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Mark.
Good on you.
Great to see you
Cheers,
again.
mate. You too.
Yeah.